notes by my mentor. Got in on the notes, what I take doing all the training, and I started to see the market for what it really is. And like I was telling my mentor Livingston the other day, I cannot even remember how I saw the market when I started, because the market is so clear to me now. And from there, I contacted my mentor, and we had 2 one-on-one sessions. And I must say he's always willing and available. If you don't understand, call him any hour of the night. I won't call him any hour of the night, but if I'm on 3 a.m. looking for a drop on the chart, I bet you he's up. And that's what passion is about. And I bit with leadership when it comes to dealing with young people. And the characteristic of leadership, I can say Livingston have it 100 plus 1%. You can't find many leaders and mentors that is willing to put in the time while you are awake and while you're asleep. And I didn't really want to give up on him, Failing me was like failing him. So guys, let's plug in whatever. All the nuggets he's taught us the past few weeks from you started. If you apply it, trust me, there are possibilities beyond measure. I would have shared a few demos I would have gotten in on last night, and it was all from his teaching. All from his teaching, just applying what he's taught. He repeated it 1, 2, 3 times, and guess what? It didn't click to me until I did my drawback. And it come to me like, this is what Livingston is saying. So let's apply what he's saying, and I'm gonna bring him on. We only have an hour. Livingston, I wanna say I appreciate you. Appreciate your passion, your stickability with this team. I know many times most of us, myself, don't feel like going that extra mile, don't feel like coming on, actually. But I push, and I push, and I push. And I'm happy. I'm living with no regrets that I didn't give up. Let's give it up for Livingston, guys.
Sheesh. Well. What a way to open up the call. What a way to open up the call. Can everybody just go ahead, drop some hearts in the chat for Tina right quick? All right. I felt like that was a really transparent moment right there. Can everybody just go ahead, drop some hearts in the chat for Tina right quick? All right, because guys, honestly, she was very vulnerable. She was really open to everybody. I don't see any hearts in the chat, but I feel like she deserves some hearts right now. Can everybody go ahead and drop some hearts in the chat for me? All right, just show the love. Let's just show the love. All right, because for the most part, guys, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. It takes a lot to speak on a call like this. All right, especially that was her first time actually opening a call. So she actually did amazing, right? But on top of that, she was extremely vulnerable and really allowing everybody to understand not only just the fluff, like not only just what you see right now in the chats, but more so where it came from, right? The results before she even got results. All right. So honestly, that right there, it really shows a lot that we have people growing every single day with inside of this organization. And Tina, we definitely appreciate you. We appreciate your effort and everything that you're doing. Because honestly, we're about to change a lot of lives. Trust me, the 1% project is just a start. All right. And guys, before we even get into the call, we got another success story today, right? Salvador, let me know if you can hear me, bro. Mute your mic. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. But I don't know if everybody know, but Salvador actually got started. You got started yesterday. I believe he got started yesterday, right? If not yesterday, I think it was the day before, right? So he probably got started about Wednesday, right? Let's just say Wednesday. He got started, right? He was on the call last night, right? He was on the call last night, guys. He literally applied everything that he learned last night. He made his first profit on his own, right? he had a little a little reflect moment, right? But it was his first time trading. Like literally, he wasn't on a go live session. He plugged into Hourglass, and guys, he made his first profit. All right. So can we go ahead? Can we drop some fire emojis in the chat? Some congratulations in the chat for Salvador, because guys, listen, as I said, as Tina said, listen, if you just apply everything that you're learning from these calls every single night, guys, there's no question if you're going to get the results. Absolutely no question, right? There's absolutely no question, right? Jarino as well, right? Last night we was on the call helping him to set up his broker account. Guys, he took a sniper entry, right? He took a sniper entry. I think it was USD JPY. Cleared the trade with no question, right? You couldn't even see the entry just by applying everything that he learned on this call. All right. So guys, listen, everything that is being said on this call is honestly not in vain. Okay. We don't hop on these calls just because we like Zoom. Like me personally, I like Zoom. Like I could be on Zoom all day. I don't rather go to work, but I'd rather be on Zoom. Right. But listen, be on these calls for about an hour every single night. Right. We on these calls for about an hour every single night. Listen, you've got 23 hours to yourself. I'm only asking you for an hour of your time to lock in and find out how you can change your situation. Literally, that's it, right? And once you plug in with that hour, family, you could do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. Listen, you got the whole weekend to yourself. There's no calls on Saturday. There's one call on Sunday, right? No calls on Monday. So guys, you got essentially you have your time, right? Anybody feels like an hour is too much? Anybody? Like, let me know if y'all feel like an hour is too much, right? Because honestly, we take an hour out of everybody's day, right? An hour out of everybody's day. Everybody feel like that's a lot? Like, do you feel like that's too much? Okay, I see a no. All right, perfect. Now, before we get this call started, I gotta see some faces. I'm not even gonna lie, right? Like, I go based off of energy, right? So I want to see who I'm talking to, right? I want to see the persons that I'm talking. I want to see the persons on the call, right? So listen, I think most people are in a position to cut their cameras on. So you could go ahead, cut your camera off for me. Let me see let me see that pretty face. Let me see that handsome face. Let me see, even if you're probably just chilling in bed, just cut your camera off. You know what I mean? Because for the most part, I want to really be able to see everybody's face. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what's going on. But let me go ahead. Let me share my screen right quickly so we could jump straight into this. I'm not going to be all night. I promise you, I'm not going to be all night. All right. But tonight's training, family, right, is how you can actually be able to live a bill-free life. Okay. Anybody wants to live a bill-free life? Just drop a yes in the chat for me if that's you. If that's you, just drop a yes in the chat for me. If you want to live a bill-free life, drop a yes in the chat for me. Drop a yes in the chat. If you want to live your life with no bills. Oh man, Jamal, I need that right now. All right. So tonight we're gonna be talking about how you can have a bill-free life. All right. And honestly, guys, this is something that is super important, really key to pay attention to, because that's the reason why we trade. Number one, not only just so we could be able to live money, but it's so we can be able to live different from everybody else. Right. We don't want to still be able to have the same struggles that we're going through from before we started trading whilst we're trading. Right. So you got to start to look at trading in a different posture. You got to start to look at this industry, what we do with a different posture, because that is going to determine the results you get. I promise you guys, if you tell yourself you can, and if you tell yourself you do, you are absolutely correct in both situations. Right? If you tell yourself you can, if you tell yourself you can't, guys, I promise you, you're going to be right either way. Right? So you got to make a decision and decide, okay, what do I want for my life? And am I going to speak that into existence? I don't care about what I don't want. I care about what I do want. Okay? So tonight, we're actually going to be talking about how you can live a bill-free life trading. Okay? Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the value of trading. Okay, the value of trading. Number one, you get to learn how to multiply your money. Right? That's the first thing. I want everybody, please make sure you're taking notes on this call as well. Okay, the first value of trading is, guys, you get to multiply your money. Think about it. If you had a regular job, you would only be adding money every single Friday. But when you actually trade, you get to use the money that you're making every Friday, start to whatever that you get paid, and you now learn how to multiply that, right? Which way do you think you can get to your goal faster? By multiplying or by adding? Someone let me know in the chats. Which way do you feel you're going to get to your goal faster? Multiplying. Right? Absolutely. Multiplying. All right. When you go ahead and you learn how to multiply money, it gives you a different posture. right? You look at money completely differently. All right. The second thing, no, it increases your time value, right? It increases your time value. What does this mean? You no longer have to just exchange time for money. See, when you go to work, what do? You exchange your time, which whether it may be 8 hours, whether it may be 10 hours, you exchange your time for money. You now get to exchange the money that you have in your trading account for more money, right? So you increase your time value, meaning if someone say, you know what, I'm gonna give you about $30 to do this in an hour, right? I'm gonna give you about $30 to probably do something in an hour, right? Guys, you could literally say, you know what, I'm gonna pay someone $30 because I know I can basically make more than that within an hour. See, now you start to move with a different posture because you understand that your time is valuable, right? And I'm not saying not to value the smaller things in life, but what I'm saying is that now you get to value the larger things in life. All right. The third thing, guess what? You add an additional stream of income to your lifestyle. Guys, think about the goals that you want. Which way is better to get there? With one source of income or multiple? Drop it in the chat to me. All right. One source of income or multiple? Multiple, right? Absolutely. Multiple. All right. So at the same time, guess what? You now get to your goal much faster. See, when we actually talk about other things, the other ways to make money, we talk about NFTs, we talk about cryptocurrency, we talk about FRX, HFX, we talk about building the business. Guys, all of that is streams of income that you're adding to yourself so you could be able to get to your goals a lot faster, right? The next thing, no limit to the amount of money that you can make, right? Think about it. Anybody, is there any limit to the amount of money that you can make in a trade? Like, I want you to think about it. Is there any limit to the amount of money that you can potentially make in a trade? Realistically speaking, is there any limit? Yes or no? Absolutely not. Because guys, you get to decide if you probably put $10 in a trade, you get to decide if you put $100 in a trade, you get to decide if you use a 0.01 or 0.10. Nobody determines how much money you make but you. So guess what? Now you're starting to live life on your own terms. The next thing that you do is you actually learn a skill set that pays you forever. Right? Now, we got multiple skills that a lot of people learn, right? People learn how to do carpentry, people learn how to do painting, people learn how to draw, all of these different things. But think about it. This is a skill that takes less time and allows you to make more money. That's the main goal you want to have in life. Ultimately, of course, you might be putting in a lot of hours right now because you got to learn how to do it professionally, because you got to learn how to become a skillful trader, which is fine. But guess what? Who's thinking now? You got to think long term. If you're just thinking for tomorrow, that's the problem, right? When you make a decision, you should be asking yourself, even if this decision to get started within this industry, you should be asking yourself, am I going to be proud of myself 2 years from now for making this decision? Drop a yes or no in the chat. Will you be proud of yourself 2 years from now for making this decision? Let me know. Seeing everybody saying yes, absolutely, right? Hell yeah, there we go, right? You got to make decisions based on that perspective, right? If you're making a decision to say, you know what, man, I could do this tomorrow. No. When you make a decision, even when you make decisions so simple as spending money, ask yourself, if you basically were you 2 years from now, would you be spending money on that same thing? Because if you wouldn't do it 2 years from now, what you practice right now is going to prepare you for when you get there, right? So this is actually helping you to learn a skill set. See, trading is not only just trading. I'm pretty sure we've realized this by now, right? Not only, guys, this is more so of helping you to become a better person, not only just financially, mentally, spiritually, in every aspect of your life. You learn money management, right? You learn how to look at money. You learn how to become a better person, how to manifest your goals, how to be able to have a consistent routine. These are things that you learn inside of this space. And that's why when people tell me it's too much money to get started, I literally just tell them, let me know when you're ready to get started. Because if you can't see the value of what it is that you're paying for, there's no way that I can show you the value. If you don't understand it, then I can't force you to understand. And that's something that each and every one of you have to understand. If someone tells you they don't want to join your business, guys, guess what? Who's losing, you or them? Let me know. If someone tells you that they don't want to join your business, who is losing, you or them? Them. They don't have access to what you have access to. They don't have access to the platform that you have access to. They don't have access to the educators that you have access to. So if they say no, you'll get, guys, that's on you. I mean, well, it's on them. All right. Now the next thing is you actually get to you actually have a legal and taxable income. All right. Now this applies for some people in the US because of course, you know, in the Bahamas, we're not taxed on our money, but this is a legal way of making money and is actually able to be taxable. All right. So people in the US, they actually pay taxes on the money that they make because, you know, that's just how it is in the US. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the value of building. All right. See, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people have never built a business before. Anybody on this call ever built a business? Anybody on this call ever built a business or probably ever wanted to build a business? All right. Drop a yes or no in the chat. If you probably ever built a business. Okay. Can I get a volunteer for the waiting room, please? I cannot pay attention to the waiting room. Can I get a volunteer for the waiting room? Anybody? Yes, no, maybe. Somebody say something to me.
Jamal said he'll do it.
Jamal, okay, perfect. Jamal, where you are? Okay, got you. Let me make you co-host. A second. All right, give me 1 second, bro. I'm gonna make you co-host right now. Let me let this person in real quick. Jamal, raise your hand for me, bro. Raise your hand for me real quick. Raise your hand so I can make you co-host. All right, perfect. All right, just made you co-host. All right, perfect. So you'll be able to see anybody that's coming inside of the waiting room. All right. So guys, the next thing I want to talk about is the value of building, right? Anybody ever build a business before? That's my first question. Anybody ever built a business before? Yes or no? Has anybody ever built a business from the ground up? Yes or no? Okay. See, Tina says yes. Anybody else? Okay, I'm seeing yes and I'm seeing no. Okay, I see two. I see one yes so far. Everybody else says no. Y'all talk to me. We got 13 people on the call. I should see 13 answers inside the chat. All right. 13 answers should be inside the chat. Yes or no? Okay, perfect. I'm seeing no. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to have a business? Yes or no? Anybody ever wanted to have a business? Okay, now we're seeing yes, right? So guys, what I want you to understand is that think about the average business, right? Think about the average business. The average business costs $5,000 to $10,000 to start up or more. If you agree, just drop I agree in the chat. The average business, right? The average business, just drop I agree in the chat, right? The average business, right? The average business, $5,000 to $10,000 to start up. Okay, I see everybody saying they agree, right? So now what I want to talk to you about is the value of building, right? This is where you're able to generate passive income, okay? Building the business, this is where you're able to generate money apart from the money that you make trading. Now, of course, we do remember, I don't know if anybody remember from a presentation on the cash flow quadrant, but we talk about the 4 ways in which people make money, right? We know the self-employed, the persons who actually exchange their time for money, they have a job, the employees, all right? The business owners, but now we got investors. I want you to think about something. As an investor in HFX or in FRX, you don't make money unless you physically take a trade. Agreed? Right? We don't make money trading unless we physically take the trade. Now, investing in terms of like cryptocurrency, we can make money because we could actually put money in and then we could allow it to grow. But what we got to understand is that, guys, when you trade, trading is one source of income. Trading FRX is one source of income. Trading HFX is another source of income. Trading cryptocurrency is another source of income, right? What you want to be able to do is diversify your income, right? You want to add more sources of income to your pocket, right? Think about it. When you're building the business, you get more capital for trading on business ventures. So think about that business that you actually wanted to start up. Where you think you're going to get the money from? You're going to take out a loan and you got to pay more money back and you probably ain't even sure if you're going to make money in business? See, this is how you got to start to think. You got to start to think like a business owner, okay? That's why you're on this call, all right? You got to increase your network exponentially as a business owner, right? What is does anybody know the main thing that you need to build a massive and successful business? Anybody, just drop it in the chat what you think it is. There's no right or wrong answer, but there's something that I'm looking for. I see someone drop money. What is the one thing that you need to build a massive and successful business? Okay, I see someone say money. I see someone say capital. All right. Vision. Okay. Anybody else? Let me know. Network. Okay. Networking. Okay. Anybody else? A skill set. Okay. Anybody else? I think I saw it just now. Okay, there you go. Jamal just dropped it. Influence, right? You need influence, guys. Absolutely, all these answers are absolutely correct. All right, all these answers are absolutely correct. Time, influence, money, capital, all of these things are absolutely correct. But guys, you can have all of those things, but you cannot get to where you want to be without the level of influence. Everybody agrees? Right? Everybody agree, right? Just drop I agree in the chat. Right? You gotta have a level of influence to build your business, right? You gotta have a level of influence on society in a way, something, because guess what? That's the only way you're gonna basically make money if you got a paying customer, right? You gotta have a paying customer. If you can't influence a customer, then guys, you can't make any money. The main goal in business is to make money. So if you can't influence someone, if you cannot influence someone as to why they should purchase a product from you, then you don't make any money. Right? And then a lot of people actually say, well, hey, I don't like sales. Well, guess what? I want everybody to write this phrase down. It's either you be sold or you sell something. It's either you be sold or you sell something. I don't care who you are, you're sold on something. Before you go and purchase something from Wendy's, you got to be sold on the menu that they actually got going on. You got to be sold on the commercial. You got to be sold on the picture of the food, right? You are sold before you sell. So you could decide, do you want to be sold or do you want to sell? Drop it in the chat for me. Do you want to sell or do you want to be sold? Because if you're being sold, that means you spend a lot of money. But if you're selling, that means you're making a lot of money. So let me know, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be sold or do you want to sell? I'm seeing the sell in the chat. All right. I'm seeing the sell in the chat. Right. And guys, this is the most important one to the bottom here right now. Right? You learn the value of business building skills, such as presenting your idea. Hold up. In order for you to get a sale to a customer, you got to be able to present your idea. If you can't present an idea, how can you get a sale? Closing deals. Man, I ain't sure I probably wanted you. Man, listen, this is the best thing since sliced bread. You're going to get it. Customer service, right? Customer service. This is where you learn how to deal with customers. Right? This is where you learn how to deal with your customers. Jamal, I got someone in the waiting room, bro. You could let them in. All right. Client relationship management. This is where you learn how to have effective relationships with your business partners. See, all of these things are what you learn while you're building a business. But see, this is the thing I want you to understand. Would you rather invest $5,000 to $10,000 into your business, not sure if you're gonna make money within your first month, right? Not sure if you're gonna make money within your first month, and now you still gotta work on developing these things, while you still gotta be working and having the overhead of paying back what you borrow? Do you want that for yourself? Let me know. Let me know in the chats. Do you want that for yourself? Do you want to learn these after you've already taken the money to start your business, right? You probably ain't sure if you're gonna make money, because guess what? You gotta find a market, you gotta find people to buy your stuff, you gotta find all of these things. So what better way than to learn these things with no value? Guys, you literally don't have to pay for it. You get to learn it right now, right? When Tina was actually opening up the call, right? When Tina was actually opening up the call, she made a statement, right? She made a statement talking about the leadership characteristics, right? Guys, I promise you, when I first started, I had leadership characteristics, but it wasn't as defined as the ones that I have right now. But guess what? Because I've been in an environment where I can learn and display and now practically do that, if I go and start up a business right now, I'm going to be able to be successful. Because guess what? I learned the valuable skills of business for free. Does this make sense? Is this making sense to anybody? Did I lose anybody in the process? Did I lose anybody? If everybody with me, just say we good. 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 I want to make sure everybody with me. I don't want to lose nobody. I don't want to lose nobody. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. So now what I want to talk about now is the value of trading and the value of building. All right, guys, that equals freedom, right? That equals freedom. What you want to be able to do is have generational, like you want to generate multiple streams of income all at one time. Can you imagine yourself on a Friday, instead of just getting one check, you're getting three from multiple different places? Can you imagine? I want everybody to really think about this for a minute. Imagine yourself on a Friday, right? You're getting a check you're getting a check to your email, right? You just received a payment from this platform, right? You just got a withdrawal to your account, right? You just got another email of payment from one of your paying customers. Can you imagine on a Friday you're receiving 3 to 4 emails of money coming through from multiple different aspects? Think about it. On top of what you currently make right now. Whatever you're currently making right now, imagine an additional 4 on top of that. Imagine 4 sources of income coming in on top of what you're currently making right now. Create financial stability, right? You no longer rely on one person or one source of income, right? Because guess what? You actually have your trading profits get to increase, because guess what? Instead of trading with a $20 account, you could trade with a $200 account. Instead of trading with a $200 account, you could probably trade with a $1,000 account. See, now your profits grow because you got more money to invest. Your profits on cryptocurrency increase on one move because guess what? Now you could invest a little bit more money. See, now your life is starting to make a 360-degree turnaround from the compounding effect of just doing this. All right. You build enough income to replace your job. Right. So imagine what you're currently making right now in a month. You're making that part-time on your business. Wow. You get to create time freedom, allowing you to do what makes you happy. Right? I want you to think about it. Are you currently doing the things that make you happy right now? Drop a yes or no in the chat for me. Are you currently doing all of the things that makes you happy? Are you able to do all of the things that makes you happy? It may be because of time. It may be because of money. But what you want to be able to do is get to the point where you could do those things, and time and money is obviously the most valuable asset that you could probably have. You get to work smarter and not harder. Right? Guys, I always tell people, listen, I'd rather work all day on Zoom than go to, listen, I may be tired from a Zoom call, but I know for sure, listen, after I hop off this Zoom call, I could go take a nap, I could go catch some Z's, right? But at the same time, I would rather work comfortably from home than actually go ahead and answer to someone else, because I could work on my own time, right? You get fulfillment in actually helping other people to change their lives, right? Now, what I want to talk about right now is an expense report. I don't know if everybody's ever seen this, but if you haven't, I need you to take a picture of this right now. Okay, if you haven't, I need you to take a screenshot of this right now. All right, I need you to take a screenshot of this. Once you take a screenshot, drop down in the chat for me. Drop down in the chat once you've already done so. Drop done. Got about 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, my little sister feel like counting with us tonight. All right, we good. Let me know. We got to get on. Let me know. All right, perfect. I'm seeing done. All right. Now, guys, listen, if you don't have an expense report, there's no way that you can, if you do not have an expense report, I know that you're automatically not serious about changing your finances. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you don't know how much money is coming out, you can never control how much money coming in. Write that down. If you don't know how much money is coming out, you can never know how much money is coming in. In order to know what you need to fix, you need to know how much, you need to know how big of a damage you got. In order for you to say, you know what, I need to cover my debt, you need to know how much the debt is. Right? So what you got to know is the expense, income, and the net income. You need to figure out what is your net income. What is your net income every single month or every single week? Write down your weekly expenses, right? So you can start to do it whilst you're on this call right now, right? Write down your weekly expenses or your monthly expenses. Write down your monthly income or your weekly income, and then actually subtract the income from the expenses. So subtract how much you make minus how much you spend. That gives you your net income. All right, that gives you your net income. Now, basically, I put together a little thing for you guys, so everybody can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about, right? Just a little practical example. Okay, now we got rent, which is $1,400, right? We got groceries, which is about $450 a week. I mean a month, right? All these are monthly. These are monthly. Okay, car note or car insurance or car payment or whatever, $300, right? Insurance, $150. Your IM subscription, $175. All right. Smoking or drinking leisure. Some people spend about $400 a month. Entertainment, going out, partying, stuff like that, $400 a month. Your phone or your Wi-Fi, $200 a month, right? So now if we look at this right now, we could see that this person's net expenses, right? Their net expenses is actually $3,475, right? Now you can personalize this for you. That's the purpose of you screenshotting. All right. But I want everybody to realize if this person is basically making their expenses is $3,475 a month, and their job is actually only paying them $4,000 a month, they have a net income of how much? Subtract the income from the net from the expenses. What is that? What does that equal to? What does that equal to? 525. I wanted to see if someone was paying attention. You're right to the bottom. All right. 525. All right. Now, what to do now? We're going to go ahead and we're going to start to see how can we start to eliminate, right, these expenses, right? Because when you started trading, your goal is to eliminate some expenses, right? Your goal was to take care of, have some extra money in your pocket, right? So let's just think about it. Rent, utilities is $1,400, right? Groceries is about $450, right? So we could see now, if we say, you know what, $450, right? We basically pay that a month trading, right? $450, depending on your account size. All right. This is personalized to you. So I'm just giving an example so you can understand what I mean. Your car note is about $300, your insurance is about $150, right? Your iron subscription is $175. Smoking and drinking, we could take that out because that's non-essential. You don't need to smoke and drink to survive, right? Entertainment, you can't afford entertainment right now. So let's eliminate the entertainment. Right? You want a budget. See, a lot of people don't like this word budget, but you gotta have one. Right? Can everybody drop the word budget in the chat for me? Budget. Can you drop it in all caps? Don't just drop it, just drop it in all caps for me. Right? Type it in all caps because everybody gotta have a budget. You should, like, guys, I want you to understand. The reason why a lot of people do not have money is because they do not, their zero is basically when their bank account has zero on it. Them being broke is when their bank account has zero on it, right? So what you got to do to have more money is you got to change your zero, family. Don't let your zero be when your bank account gets your last $10, $20 on it, right? If you know for sure that you're going to wait till you get to 10, 20, why not say, you know what? Once my balance have $100, I'm broke. I can't, listen, if someone asks me, I can't do it. See, you got to start to say no, or else guess what? You're going to keep saying yes. You got to start to say no and be disciplined unless you're going to keep saying yes. Hey, man, you good? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I feel like eating. Okay, cool. Right? So me personally, right? I have a budget, right? The main thing, right? I found that majority of the money that I spend per month is on food. So what I did was I said, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically go ahead. I'm going to make sure that I basically only treat myself to food between 2 to 4 times a month. Meaning I'm not eating out more than 2 to 4 times. That's me saying no to say, you know what? Okay, the extra money that you're about to spend for the rest of them, put that on something else. Invest it into something else. Is this making sense to everybody? Let me know if this making sense. I'll make sure I got everybody with me. Everybody with me? Y'all good? Let me know if y'all good. Let me know if y'all good. I want to make sure everybody locked in with me. Perfect. All right. So we eliminate smoking and drinking. We eliminate entertainment because, guys, you can't. When you like, if you really look at it, guys, we look at the last expense. It was $3,475. Look at the drastic difference when we actually cut those out. That's $800 that you're saving. Now, a lot of people say, "Well, man, listen, I can't." Like, people think about what they're going through, and they be like, "Man, I can't cut this, man. I ain't got nothing to cut. I basically got to pay everything I got. I got to pay." Well, no, you don't. Because you don't need to smoke and drink. That's a choice. You don't need entertainment. That's a choice. Entertainment, you can't afford entertainment. You basically closing off with $525 every month. You can't afford entertainment right now, right? So you gotta sacrifice the small things so you can get to the big things, right? Let me give an example of what I'm talking about. For my people who like Netflix on the call, I'm promising you, I'm not against Netflix. But what I think you should do is you should actually invest in Netflix. The money you make on that Netflix, you could be able to use the profit that Netflix pays you. It's only about $15 a month. I'm sure you're going to make more than $15 a month. So use the profit that Netflix will pay you from investing in Netflix to pay Netflix back. Why keep letting the money come out of your account? It's on auto ship every single month, right? A lot of people be like, oh man, that's $15 a month. Okay, can you do the math on how much $15 a month? Can someone do the math for me? What is 15 times 12?
180.
180. Oh my gosh. 180. See, we're going to get to it today, right? 180. That's $180 in a year you spending on Netflix, right? Now, let's just say if you had invested in Netflix, or you would have invested the $15 a month that you're spending on Netflix, that would have been $180 that you would have invested into a year, and now that actually yield you returns. Your IM subscription, you can eliminate that 175 by going to and free. Guys, all you got to do is just invite some people to a call and actually get them in the front of the information, right? And by you doing this, this is going to put not only just you in a position to have financial independence, but now the people who you've actually enrolled, because guess what? Imagine your family members getting the same information that you had tonight. What would your family vacation start to look like? What would your life start to look like? If everybody in your family was getting this information, what would your life start to look like? I want everybody to think about that, right? Think about it. If your life was literally, if everybody in your life knew what you knew right now, do you think your life would still be the same, right? And guys, you may be saying, well, okay, how do I actually go ahead and get to platinum 50? Or how do I go and get 2 and free? I'm gonna tell you right now. 1 second. I'm gonna tell you right now, right? So I got a special guest on this call. All right, I got a special guest on this call. Let me make sure he's actually on the call. Okay, perfect. All right. So guys, this individual, right? This individual, he's actually been a part of the business from probably about 3-4 months now, right? 3-4 months. And when he first started, right? When he literally the day he started, right? He's actually from Ohio. The day he first started, right? The day he first started, I said, bro, when you actually go ahead and get started, right? Do you wanna make money from this company, or do you want to pay the company money? He immediately said, bro, I don't pay this company no money. I said, okay, cool, right? I said, bro, all you need to do is make sure you can get 7 to 10 people on 4 to 5 presentations, and you're going to be a platinum 150. He's actually on this call tonight. He's actually a platinum 150, right? And he ran that exact, guys, I kid you, he changed absolutely nothing. Right? He changed absolutely nothing, right? But he got the results. He's actually all the way in Ohio. He's actually one of the top leaders down there in Ohio. His name is Levano Sanz. Guys, listen, this guy, man, I love him like a brother. All right, we be on the call all the time. On FaceTime, we probably on the call 2-3 o'clock in the morning, literally just talking, just chatting it up, right? And honestly, I've grown closer to him. I've grown such a love for him as a brother. Because guys, honestly, it's not just about business, it's more so about helping him to, guys, I remember when he actually said, yo, bro, he said, bro, Livy, I'm gonna be traveling just like you, bro. He said, bro, I'm gonna be on the flights just like you, right? And guess what? What he did was, bro, I was in, what was I? I was in, I think I was in Philly at the time. I was either in Philly or I was in Dallas, right? And he said, bro, you know what? Bro, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take, yo, he literally went to about 4 to 5 cities. Right? He outdid me. He went to about 4 to 5 cities. And I was like, bro, you got to put me on, bro. You got to put me on. Right? But it's just the power of proximity. Right? If you change the people that you're around, guys, you're going to start to do the things that they do. You're going to start to have the things that they have. All right. So Levano, bro, listen, I know you actually a busy man. I know you got a busy schedule, bro. I know you're holding it down out there in Ohio, but I want you to let the people know from when you first got started within this opportunity, bro. What is it exactly that you did to get to Platinum 50? What was your ritual? Like, what did you do every day? And how hard was it for you to be able to get to where you was at?
Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Like everybody to drop a one in the chat if you're paying some attention. Let me see them ones come true. I don't mind my appearance, don't mind my face, don't mind me right now. It's a rough period in life, but hey, once we making money, we all good. But hey, I have to just, uh, modify my brother back Livingston because, all great mentees have a great mentor. And I love that young man. Like, he's a brother for real. And I tell you seriously, from I've been in this business, he has impacted my life very crazy. And I've seen a better version of me from the start of this business, to be honest. So before I even start, I'd like to thank him for impacting my life. And shout out to everybody on this call right now. I'm glad to see that y'all have decided to change y'all financial situation. It's very powerful. This 1% project that Livingston is doing, this is great because I feel like this information does not really get out to my people back in the Bahamas or my peers back there. So we need to change our financial situation and really change around our country. Also, don't mind how I sound because I'm just getting over a bit some sickness over here, so I might sound a little worn out. But however, I've started this business recently in May, and the ending of May, early June. And I would say this has changed my life tremendously. Like Livingston said, I've literally told him, hey, I'm gonna be like you. And this summer, I traveled to 5 different states in the space of 2 weeks off of some trading money. But I mean, mind blowing. I'm like Florida, Memphis, Ohio, Atlanta, back to different states in the space of 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and literally off of trading money, not asking my mommy for any funds, not asking others for any funds. And I was able to bring along people on the trip with me. So they were able to benefit and really see the benefits of this program or this business from just me. And they've been able to join it also. So that's the thing we're trying to do. We're trying to bring people along with us and really help them to understand, hey, this is working over here. This isn't some type of game and joke like the world says. But in order for you to know what's going on in the business, you need to be in it and actually trying to contribute and understand it. That's the main thing about it. In order for you to actually benefit from this business, you have to put the work in. I told Livingston and I said, Livy, I really understand this now. In order for you to really gain from this goes hand in hand. The business won't work for you unless you're working for the business. That's simple. That's been my motto from my start. The business won't work for you unless you're working for the business. And I smashed P150 in a week time by literally listening to my mentor. He said, Ivano, get 10 people on a call each night and you're going to smash P150. And hey, every night it wasn't 10 people, but I reached out to at least 10 to 15 people each night. And sometimes it was 5 people on the call. Sometimes it was 2. But maybe just that 2 that joined, that 1 may join that night. That 1 may actually say, hey, this sounds like a really good invitation, something like that can change me. So I'm gonna take the opportunity and smash it. And that might be the person that blows up your business. That might be your next business partner that really click with, and from this business, I've not only made business partners, but family members. I mean, lifelong family members. And I know that I can call them anytime. I was listening to the young lady that opened the call, and she's like, 3 a.m. I wouldn't call him 3 a.m. I'm surely calling Livingston 3 a.m. in the morning. If I need a trade, and I say, hey, Livy, what you think with this setup right here? I'm going to call them 3 a.m. in the morning. Hey, that's just what mentors are for. So utilize those mentors and those tools that we have in the academy, really and truly. Utilize them to the most, because that's what's going to help you. And sooner or later, you can teach others how to utilize them. You can teach others how you learn the business, because everybody doesn't look at the charts the same. How Livingston looks at some charts, I won't look at some charts. And that's just the truth about it. The more people you bring in, the more knowledge and ideas you have, the more experience you have also. So they can tell you, well, hey, I don't think this looks like this. I don't think this looks like this. And that's the thing we have here up in Ohio. Like, if I really need a trade and I think this trade wasn't going well, I would hit up a member and be like, hey, come to my room real quick. What you think about this? And he'd be like, all right, well, it doesn't really follow the 5-point scale that Hourglass teach me. So let's go and see how it really is with Sniper. So that's the thing about family. Family members are supposed to help each other, supposed to keep each other on point. So really and truly, you want to smash this business, listen to your mentors. They're not gonna tell you lies. They're gonna lead you in the right direction. And all the time, you won't listen to them right to the T. But if you listen to it perfect enough, it's gonna follow through. It's gonna follow through for you. And then work for the business. Always remember that you gotta sacrifice something to get something. Sacrifice something to get something. That's simple. You gotta sacrifice some time. You can have to sacrifice some friends and family right now. You're gonna have to sacrifice something you love right now. That's just how it is, And that's the truth about this business. Because when I first started, shoots, I wouldn't even tell you. I sacrificed my whole relationship for this business. But at least I've seen the benefits of it. And that's the thing about it. Don't sacrifice something and then don't get nothing out of it. Make sure you're sacrificing it and making sure that you are reaping the benefits later on in life, because whatever you reap, you sow. And that's one thing. I know the Bible, we may not all believe in God, or we may not all believe in the Bible, but some of the richest men, some of the wisest men read the Bible and they follow some of those scriptures in it. So whatever you reap, you sow. Whatever you reap, you sow. So always remember, whatever you're putting in right now, that's the results you're going to see later. If you aren't putting in enough time, if you aren't putting in enough effort, if you aren't hopping on these calls, if you aren't speaking out to people and coming out of your comfort zone to show them that, hey, I've started this new thing and I'm amazed by it and I think you should really join. It's something we can, do together, learn together. Then don't expect to reap nothing when it's reaping time. Don't expect to get all the crops when it's Thanksgiving, because ain't nothing gonna be on your plate, brother. Ain't nothing gonna be on your plate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see everybody on this call. I'm happy to see that y'all are doing well, changing your financial situation, and also follow that plan with your expenses to the T. When you follow that plan that Livingston showed tonight, that is going to help you save money, invest more money, and know how to spend your money. I feel like the minute you know where your money is going, that's the easier route to go. You put $100 here, so hey, you're getting your $100 back. You spend it there and you can't get it back, like that. So follow that plan, and then you would see an increase in your financial fluctuation, to be honest. So I always tell people, work for the business and it's gonna work for you. That's always my main thing to people. I don't care what it is. Work for the business and it's gonna work for you. So that's whether you want to pay the business or you want this business to pay you. Work for the business and it's gonna work for you. So Livingston, I hand it back to you, man. Thanks for being here. And I'm always welcome to drop in a few my jewels.
Sheesh. Oh man, listen, family. Listen. Before Lavano hops off, family, can everybody go ahead? Can everybody drop a thank you in the chat? Right? Because guys, I want you to understand this gentleman has only been inside of the business now for about 4 months. Right? He's only been in the business for about 4 months. You see, the reason why he has the level of success is because he follow everything to the T. Literally, I'm telling you, he follow it to even though sometimes he may be a little hot at it, sometimes he can buck up, but he can follow it. After he buck, he can follow it to the T, right? And that's just how mentorship is. That's just how it is, right? So, Bono, before you actually go, bro, I want you to drop a nugget, drop a word of advice or anything that you could give for some people? Because I know we got some people on this call that they probably have one person enrolled already, or they probably have like two persons enrolled already, right at the break of Platinum 150, or probably two or one persons away from getting to the next level, getting to the next rank. What would you say for them, bro? Those individuals on the call.
Oh, this is the time to go hard. It isn't no point in stopping now. You know what I'm saying? Pain is temporary. This pain is temporary. It lasts for a minute, an hour, even a day, but eventually it subsides. So if you're already in pain, why stop in the middle of it and not get the benefit from it? You already have two people. Why not get a third and get that P150? You understand what I'm saying? So why stop in the middle of this journey and not get to the finish line? I don't know about y'all, but I run track, and say I'm running a 400, and at the 200, I only have 200 meters left. I'm begging for the finish line. I'm in pain, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm literally gonna see that finish line. I'm gonna see it through. And if y'all know anything about social media, y'all should know about that famous cliche now. See it through, my boy. See it through. Because buddy, like, you're almost there. This is the time to go hard now. Now I need you to be even putting in extra time on calls. I need you to be putting in extra outreach. I need you to create a list of 10 people that you think that you can prospect and begin to message those people. I need you to go on your social medias and look out for people. Look out for the type of people that you want in your business. I know when I first started this journey, I was on a 15-day program with one of my next mentors, Jaden. And we literally was on Instagram. We would scout out people that we want, where we would want our business. We would scout people that live in that area, and we would literally message people. We would reach out of our comfort zone and message unknown people, voice notes, text messages, and really scout those people to reach out to those businesses, to reach out to them and show them our business. And I've reached people in Jamaica, I've reached people in Canada, I've reached people in Ohio that I've never met on this campus, on my college's campus. So this is the time to go hard. I need you to really create a list of what you want. And I think it's a chairman 25, chairman 50 told me to slice. And he said, you need a 10 priorities list, 10 goals. Really and truly, you need it. You need your goals that you can meet daily. You need a goal that you can meet the next quarter, and you need yearly goals. So this should be in your daily goals. If you're right to the break, this should be in your daily goals. So if you're right on a verge of really smashing the next rank, I need you to write down 10 people tonight. 10 people tonight. Go on your Facebook, go on your Instagram, Snapchat, go in your phone. People tell us, don't let my number catch dust in your phone. Yes, don't let their number catch dust in your phone. You reach out to those people and give them your business. Hey, I started this new business. I think you should be an interesting fit. I think you should look into this. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that always stick with me really and truly. Someone said, if you can't get 3 people to sign up to your business, then you don't really have no friends. Those people are not your friend. They are not interested. If you can't get 3 people to come up under you and really be interested in what you're interested in, or even to see what it is that you're interested in, then they're not really your friends. Because if you think about it, friends support each other. Friends support each other. Eventually, they'll find that money and say, hey, let me see what this is, man. We're talking about, just because that's my friend. Just because I want to follow someone that's going in the right direction, someone that I trust. They don't trust you, first of all. So if your friends trust you, they're going to come on you just to see what it is. Even if they don't stay in the business, they're going to know if it's for them or not. So really and truly, tonight, make a list of 10 people. Not even 10, 20. Let's spread it out. 20 people. And Livingston, I need y'all to send those list of 20 people to Livingston. Send the list to 20 people. And then you reach out to each one of those for the next week. And I promise you, you're going to smash P150. I promise you, you get them on a call, you're going to smash P150. Like I say, you won't get 10 people every night. But if you get 1, 2, 5 people on a call with your mentor every night, eventually you're gonna smash. Especially if you're doing some talking like me. Like if you hop on the call, you sound confident and you know what you're talking about. You don't even know if they exactly know what you're talking about. But people like their confidence, people like their family, and people just like to know that you feel good about it. If you feel good about it, hey, I sound like I might just join. He happy about it, so why not? People like happiness, people like money, and people like motivation. So if you motivate them and you sound happy, they want to be happy too and motivated. And money's gonna come along. That's the whole point of it. So write that list of 20 people, send it to Livingston, and I guarantee you'd smash the next rank if you reach out to those 20 all this week and next week. That's all I have to say, Livy.
Sheesh. Oh man. Yo, I don't know. Yeah, listen, I don't know about everybody else on the call, but bro, honestly, I got some serious nuggets, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. And one thing that you told me, bro, when we was on the phone, right? I'm gonna say it. I told you I'm gonna keep this one for life. Right? But he talked about it briefly. He said, listen, what you gotta be willing to do is you gotta be willing to go through hell for a short period of time to be in heaven for the rest of your life. And guys, think about it. Just like what he talked about with the pain, right? Yes, you may feel like, Mom, listen, I gotta go ahead. I gotta talk to this person. I gotta get them on a presentation. But think about it, right? What I always like to do when we look at this business is, guys, think about cancer, right? I'm pretty sure everybody on this call either has a family member or had a family member that had cancer, right? Everybody on this call, right? And think about it like this, guys, we literally have the cure to financial cancer. We have the cure to financial cancer. So guess what? If someone actually had the cure to your family member's cancer, would you want them to keep it to themselves or actually open their mouth? That's how I look at this business. And that's why it's so easy to talk to everybody who I come in contact with. Because guys, I want you to understand, if that individual, right? If someone that you know have cancer, and you go to them and you say, well, hey, listen, I got the cure for this cancer. And they say, well, hey, I don't want it. Well, why you gonna feel bad? It's for them. They got cancer, not you. Right? Okay, well, guess what? You find another person who got cancer. Right? So all you gotta do is start to think about it like this, guys. We're literally not forcing anybody to join this business. All we're doing is we're just solving the problem for financial cancer. That's it. We're just solving financial cancer. And if everybody actually commits to solving financial cancer within their individual communities, think about it. There's going to be less people dying from financial cancer. There's going to be less people, poverty. That's the whole point of the 1% project. So we can be able to make sure that there's at least 3,000 Bahamians that are literally saved from financial cancer. Right? That's the goal. The goal is to make sure that there's as many individuals as possible that are actually cured from financial cancer, right? And that's how I look at this business. I'm not even gonna lie, right? That's how I look at it. Me talking on a call is just because I know, listen, this person that I'm speaking to, I could potentially cure their financial cancer. That's it. If they say no, okay, perfect. Well, I got another person who got cancer on the line. Let me go talk to them. They may want to be rescued. You see what I'm saying? But honestly, guys, I really, really, really appreciate everybody hopping on this call. Vano, bro, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you definitely had a lot of gems. You had a lot of nuggets to drop on the family. So I really appreciate you, bro. And honestly, I don't know if anybody got any questions. I'm gonna leave the floor open for questions for about a minute or two. It's about 10 o'clock. All right, I'm gonna leave the floor open for about a minute. Anybody who do have questions, you can raise your hand for me. All right, thank you. You can raise your hand for me. Anybody got questions? If you don't, we good. If you don't, then we Gucci. We can hop off here, go ahead and apply everything that we learned. But honestly, I'm super grateful. We had a successful week, guys. A lot of people having a lot of results. We had a lot of people that made money. A lot of people that actually able to see the success just because they applied everything. So, guys, do not let this information fall on deaf ears. Go ahead and apply it. And once you go ahead and you could apply it, you'll be able to reap the rewards. You could be able to get the results. All right. So with that being said, family, I appreciate everybody hopping on this call. I'm gonna see everybody at the beaches and the banks, because listen, when we get the money, that's where we're gonna be. When we get the money, that's exactly where we're gonna be, at the beaches and the banks. All right. Good night, everybody.